Some people spend their whole lives trying to please, explain, justify, and respond to everything and everyone. And where does that lead? Nowhere. The truth is harsh but freeing. Until you learn to say fuck it to what doesn't matter, you'll keep living tired, anxious, and unfocused. And no, this isn't cheap rebellion. It's emotional intelligence in action. It's you choosing where your attention belongs. The reality is, your brain's been in burnout mode for a while. You just haven't noticed. And the reason? You care too much about people who don't support you, about opinions from people who don't know how you feel, about problems that aren't even yours. And the worst part? You try to convince yourself that this is being responsible. It's not. That's self-abandonment with a fancy name. And nobody tells you that, because if they did, you'd wake up. In this video, you'll understand that learning to focus isn't about being cold. It's about mental survival. You'll discover how to declutter your mind, strengthen your self-confidence, and finally put your priorities center stage. Stop trying to handle everything. It's time to start handling yourself. And the first step might be just one word. Just one. And you already know what it is. Let's be real. Your brain can't handle everything. It's not a lack of strength. It's just that your attention has a limit, like a phone battery. And what happens when you drain it on family group drama, random people's stories, or trying to please folks who only remember you when they need something? You end up with zero mental energy left for what actually matters. Then comes the exhaustion, the frustration, that feeling of being busy but never getting anywhere. Now think about this. What if you started protecting your attention like it was gold? Because honestly, that's exactly what it is. Want a simple but powerful trick? Try this. Put your phone on airplane mode for 30 minutes. Pick one important task and focus only on that. No switching tabs, no checking that gym group chat. Just that one habit can massively reduce your stress and give you a level of mental clarity that feels like magic. The problem is no one tells us this. We go through life on autopilot, spending energy on things that don't move us an inch forward. And by the time we notice, our self-confidence is crumbling, right along with our emotional control. Our mind turns into a knot. But hey, it doesn't have to stay that way. There's a way to flip the script, and it starts with something most people never even consider. Some people think that focusing means turning into an emotionless robot who ignores everything and everyone. But in reality, focus has nothing to do with coldness. It has everything to do with intention. It's about consciously choosing where your mental energy will be invested. When you say, "I'm not going to deal with this right now," it's not because you've become heartless. It's because you've finally understood that your priorities must come before your need to please the world. Want a clear example? It's your day off on a Sunday, and you decide to rest and take care of yourself. Then someone calls you to fix a drama, or go out without even asking how you're doing. Focus, in this case, is having the courage to say, "Not today, I'm protecting my peace." That's not selfishness, it's self-care. It's choosing intentional actions that protect your balance, reduce stress, and strengthen your emotional self-control. And that changes everything. But here's the problem. We've been conditioned to think that saying no means a lack of empathy, that not replying immediately is being rude. And in this paranoia of trying to be kind all the time, we end up losing sight of what truly matters. Focus turns into guilt, rest feels like a debt, and life becomes chaos. But when you start to understand the power of purposeful focus, something inside you wakes up. And then comes the urge to organize everything else too. Focus doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's built, brick by brick. And the first step is simple, but most people skip it. Figure out what your real priorities are. Not the ones you think you should have, but the ones that actually matter for your life to move forward. Write them down. Put on paper. What do you need to take care of right now? Your health? Your project? Your emotional well-being? From that point on, anything that doesn't align with those priorities is just noise. Then comes step 2. Stop chasing external validation. If you depend on applause to keep going, any criticism will knock you down. Focus requires self-confidence. And self-confidence grows when you do what needs to be done, even with no audience watching. After that, it's time for the hardest habit, learning how to say no. And no, you don't need to be rude. You can be kind but firm. A simple, "I can't right now. I'm prioritizing something else" is enough. Of course, discomfort will show up. You'll feel judged, selfish, misunderstood. But here's where the real challenge comes in: letting go of the need for immediate approval. Not everyone will get it. It won't always feel easy. But the more you practice, the more you realize that setting personal boundaries gives you incredible mental clarity. And once your mind starts to clear up, sometimes your mind feels like an overstuffed closet, packed with junk, looping thoughts, and worries that shouldn't even be there. And with all that mental clutter, there's no room for anything new to come in. Mental clarity doesn't just happen. It shows up when you start doing what's called a mental declutter, a conscious cleanup. Toss out the excess and keep only what truly serves you. And this isn't just a nice idea. It's liberating when you actually live it. You know those thoughts that constantly drain your energy? Like, what will they think of me? Or what if I fail? Throw them out. They don't protect you, they paralyze you. To help, start with one simple habit. Every night before bed, write down what truly mattered in your day. That alone trains your selective attention to focus on what's essential and let go of the anxiety about things you can't control right now. And the more you organize your mind, the more your life starts to move. What once felt impossible starts to seem doable, not because it suddenly became easy, but because now you have the focus, mental energy, and emotional self-control to actually face it. And here's the wild part. When your mind finally quiets down, you begin to feel space for something greater. Now tell me, what's still taking up space in your mind that should have been gone a long time ago? How much longer are you going to waste your mental energy on things that don't help you grow? Life isn't going to slow down just because you're tired. Either you learn to filter what enters your mind, or you'll live overwhelmed, trying to please everyone and slowly losing yourself. What boundaries do you need to set today? What no have you been putting off? Which priority is screaming for attention while you keep ignoring it? There's no secret formula, just action. And if you've made it this far, it's because you're either ready to change or just too exhausted to keep living the same way. So let's do something different. If this video hit home, if it lit something up inside you, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Here, we keep it real. Here, you learn how to take care of your mind the way it deserves. And hey, this is just the beginning.